With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrington. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Oh, good move. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Harrington. He'll buy some time right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dancing.
Touchdown!
Cam Akers,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from It's ball game.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Off to the races.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is...
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st down, Harrington. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, Harrington. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Harrington looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
79 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Harrington. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Harrington. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Now they'll change things up.
Off the play fake. Harrington. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Harrington. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down. Harrington. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, Rams.
Back to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 152 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Now here's a throw that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
60 Maverick, 60, 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Harrington to the right side, incomplete to Washington. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Harrington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Rams first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. On third down, Harrington.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. And those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Off play action. Harrington. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Rams.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw on second down, Harrington.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. On first, and he loses the football a second time.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, Harrington.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, a field goal calls probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On second down, it's Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. There he goes, right side. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going again.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Operating from the gun, Harrington. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Mustang 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Flush to his right. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Off play action. Harrington. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down. And how about that for getting what you need? It's a gain of 9 there on 4th and 8. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.